Well, have you gone shopping lately? U.S. retail sales fell for the second consecutive month in March. This despite prices remaining pretty flat last month, according to the latest CPI report. NewsNation business analyst and reporter for the New York Post, Lydia Moynihan, with me now. Lydia, I know a number of banks are releasing earnings reports today. So is this going to give us a better picture about how those banks, including Silicon Valley Bank, were affected with their, I'll call it a hiccup? I know a lot of people are calling it a crisis, but is that even the right word?
You know what? I like hiccup. I think that's a better perspective to think it's something that happened and we're moving forward. Yeah, the reason we're paying so much attention to bank earnings right now specifically is because it's not just an indication of how these banks have been performing, it's all about what they're predicting for the future. And of course, all these CEOs at these major banks, they have their eye on consuming and lending and spending and borrowing and everything that's happening in real time in the economy, arguably even more than the government does. So JP Morgan, which is the largest bank in America, they announced their earnings today. PNC, which is a smaller, more kind of regional bank, they announced earnings, and Wells Fargo announced earnings as well this morning. All of them did better than expected, higher profit than the quarter before. And some mixed statements from Jamie Dimon. He's viewed as sort of the oracle of the economy because he's been at the helm of JP Morgan for decades now. He said the U.S. economy is on generally healthy footing. He doesn't see a recession right away, but he does see some storm clouds. So mixed results. It seems like everything is stable for now. I think we're still understanding how the banking crisis is going to be affecting the economy. Just a few days ago, the Fed basically signaled they could see a mild recession happening this year. So I think we're still trying to digest all of these results, but for today, banks are doing well.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to even call it a crisis. I just think that a lot of people are using that as a crutch term because now we call everything a crisis. Everything's so chaotic. Everything's, oh my God, apocalyptic.
Right.
When I got to remind
we
people.
don't need drama. I think people want to sometimes create drama, and sometimes in labeling something a crisis, you make it worse. That's what happens with bank runs. It's really about fear and sentiment, right? That's what creates this.
Fear is the biggest pandemic.
You know what? We are going to use that term. We're gonna spread the word.
Got it. Lydia, I appreciate that. Thanks for co-signing.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.